Alright, I'm doing a basic heli tutorial. I'm only going to be doing the hummingbird as it's, the cheapest heli, most common on any server. The probably one of the only things you really need to know about, starting to fly bigger helis is they all have different sensitivities. The hummingbird is small. It's very snap on. I mean, like you turn, it's gonna turn right away. Uh, Orcas, Mohawks. I don't even think there's Mohawks on Revolution right now, but when you go to turn, it's less responsive than a hummingbird, so you don't have to worry about tweaking it as much. You know what I mean? Uh, Another thing, key bindings. Key bindings are I don't know. They make or break people's controls. For me, the only one that I've changed for heli piloting is your collective lower. Z is the default for collective lower. I've switched mine to my main mouse button. That way, that when I'm landing, I'm not fiddling everything with one hand. Instead, I'm lowering with my right and I'm controlling the heli with my left. Aside from that, all the other default controls are fine for me. Um, so pretty much this tutorial on helis is just going to be, I don't know, basically landings. If you can lift off, you can fly. I mean, as long as you're not, you know, hitting shit that's in front of you. Doesn't matter if you fly low, doesn't matter if you fly high. As long as you don't hit shit that's directly in front of you, I think you're doing okay. The main thing is people landing. I see a lot of people crash. Um, for some reason, people get erratic when they're landing. They tend to overcompensate and maybe, turn into something, or they'll lean the heli and go sideways and hit something. Point is, landing really isn't that hard. You just need a lot of practice and maybe a little technique. So that's my goal today. Um, okay, if you haven't used the editor, it's very simple. Anywhere on the map that you want to spawn something, double click. From here, you can choose your faction. You can choose your kind of unit, and then the different kind of units within that class. So yeah, we're gonna go with the hummingbird. Then all you have to do is preview. It'll spawn you into the map. If you don't know, double tapping Alt will put you in free look. Hitting it once will snap you back to the forward look. Double tapping it will put you back in locked. Uh, Number pad enter key is for third person. So let's begin. Now I'm just going to do a couple examples of soft landings. This is just how I fly. You don't have to do it just like me, but it's more or less I'm just showing you technique so that you can kind of get the hang of it. I'm going for a landing on the hospital. Not perfect, pretty good landing. It's really simple, and I'll explain how I go about doing this. When I'm flying at a decent speed, my way of air braking, whatever you want to call it, is I will bank to one side or the other, and then while I'm banking, I'll also use the pedal key for that direction. Banking to the left, I use the pedal key for the left, clearly. Also, while doing this, you'll need to descend, but you don't want to hold it down. Otherwise, you'll lose too much, and you may, you know, fly a little under where you're aiming. You just want to tap it so that it'll help you actually bring down your airspeed. I'll do another example of this to show you. And again, I'm not an expert pilot. I just consider myself to be a good pilot. So these are all the techniques that I've picked up that I'm just passing along. Fairly simple. I mean, I'm not doing anything special here. Like I said, this is just basics. Um, and if you noticed, when I came in over the rock, I didn't lose control. I very just gently tapped my controls. A lot of people have problems with this for some reason. They get close to the rock and they freak out and they'll overcompensate, and that's when you go sideways either into the wall or the tree because you lose, control. Um, The key thing to remember is don't overturn. When you're on the ground, there is no recovery if you overturn, okay? You're too close to the ground, and especially with objects next to you, if you go banked a little bit too far to the left or the right, you're not going to be able to recover no matter what you do. So always be cautious. It's the simplest thing to do. Just don't overbank, okay? Big, big problem for people. Anyways, from here, I'll just do one more landing, and I'll talk it, well, maybe not again, but I'll talk you through this one as I'm doing it. This is just going to be a simple landing, one that anyone should be able to do. It's in an open area. Practice. Open the ender, practice it, okay? Alright, I'm going to bank to my right, pedal key, pull back, start to brake. By brake, I mean lower collective lower. Bank a little bit to the left. Continue to lower collective. Now, maybe I over-circled that for some people, and I apologize. I'll redo it. This is just how I do it sometimes when I feel like I'm going to mess up and I'm coming in too high. I'll do it again to make sure that it's a little more clear. Because doing it the way I just did it, I know some people might lose control again and like overshoot one direction or the other. Yeah, like I said, I'm just used to doing that sometimes when I feel like I'm going to overshoot, so I'll do it one more time. I'm not aiming for this to be a super, super long video. I just want to do some basic stuff. Okay. Pretty much, bank to the right, pedal right, pull back, descend slightly. It'll bring you to a really slow landing. Pull back just a little bit, ride it in, level yourself out, and plop down. Very simple, right? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if I'm talking you guys through it correctly. I'm not exactly the best person to relay, information, and I understand this. I'm just talking through it the way that it feels to me. This is how I do it. This is how I've been doing it. I have I think about 1,400 hours on Arma 3 now. A little over 600 of those hours are piloting, so I'm fairly comfortable piloting. I just figured I would do everyone a little bit of a favor and hopefully show you how to land softer and with a little bit of technique so that you're not losing your shit when you go to land, okay? So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions whatsoever, hit me up on YouTube or on Revolution. My name in game on Revolution is Jackson/John Winchester on the forums. So yeah, hopefully this helped you guys. Alright, take care.